Yes, indeed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You already know what it is.
Got the game in a chokehold, just like a python. BOD, we icons, the one to keep your eyes on. Stretch that's big, bro.
Yeah.
That's my side. Boys,
You sent me the text, okay?
buddy's not Tyler. We grounded like a tripod, old school like Isaac. Keep something tucked, not the ones you wanna try. Try hard. This not a moment, this a movement. Tired of the bullshit music, I'm assuming. Stretch your careers, the ones that get in tune. Bitch, you know the vibe. You know how niggas do shit. Started off in last place, came up at a fast pace. Knew we make it out the hood, got tired of the rap race.
If you want it, you can get it. We can cop it, we can let it. The line boss has said it, my house. Anytime, any day. Lines don't play my house. Kill them on the spot. It's the line from Grenada. Everybody get hot. My house. I've been doing this for years. When they try to diss the line, I'ma make it cry tears. Better wipe your feet on the motherfucking carpet. Step into the line's house, boy. Don't pop shit. Grab a damn cup and drink up. Tonight is on me and I'm buying it up.
Lakewood means rewind, the gunshot means forward. We requested it, so we rewind.
Place where life is, herbs and spices.
Natural beauty, that's how we like it.
Rivers, lakes, and lovely beaches. With the island in the sun.
Coconut make land of riches. That's the place I call my home. That's the place I call my home.
Sweet home.
Sweet home. We take a little vacation on a jet.
It's going down in a major way with BLT.
Tommy did get drive to famous, bring them up fresh.
Yeah.
Never stop bubble to the reach and so taste. You never want no trouble cause you know a nightmares. King of the jungle, been doing this years.
Best place on the earth. On my bird, if I'm a till of the dirt. Blessing full of the cup, look how hard granny work.
Look how I granny work. Put hoop on the table.
Yes, y'all. We in the building, man. Yes, y'all. We got
Yeah, you already know what it is. Your boy OGP back in the building. You already.
Yeah, it's your boy Kareem Jamal, your baby mama's favorite. We got a guest in the building, my man. Let him introduce himself. It's DJ. What's going on, brother? Tell him, let him know who you are, bro.
It's the double effects. DJ Effects in the building.
What up, Fex? What's good, my guy?
Man, I'm out here doing the same old two-step.
Yeah, we gotta do a little bit better. Every two-step got to take 4 steps. You know how it go right now.
Let's go.
Let's go.
The antagonist is in the building. What's up? What y'all talking about? Yes. What are y'all talking about? What's up?
Yeah.
Well, tonight's topic, man.
It's a nice topic.
Is can black people be racist? That's tonight's topic. We got Latay J Bay in the building. You out there?
Ooh.
Yeah, black people can't be racist.
I am out here. How are you? How are you guys tonight? I'm just listening in, seeing what the conversation is all about. Maybe we'll chime in here and there.
Okay, well,
how are you, Queen?
Tonight's topic is can black people be racist? You see, we had Governor Edward Bay here today.
Yeah, he was here today.
We had the Sheik in the building.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was pretty dope.
Well, I would like to hear what y'all got to say first. Like, and then I think
that black people can be we could be pro-black, but we can't be racist because we don't racist. In order to be racist, you have to control things systematically.
I knew you was gonna say.
Yeah, because we don't own any banks. We don't own the political structure. We don't own too much of anything in this country to be racist to stop a person's growth. Now we can be biased, but not racist. What you think?
I mean, it's based on it's subject to who you want to deal with. Cause I know black people that don't want to do business with black people. You know what I'm saying?
We hear that all the time. When we do work, they say, "Oh, you guys did a wonderful job. I normally don't do business with black folks,"
people, right.
And then I'll be like, "You black." You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's for the scenarios that we've came across. I was like, damn, I felt that was racist.
Is it my turn to talk?
I turned your mic off. You got the blue mic, because you're speaking into the wrong. You supposed to have the green one, brother. This your mic right here.
You turn My mic was on until you turned
My
it
fault.
off.
I was just trying
I
to.
can hear
But
him. I can
see, I,
hear him.
yeah, okay, okay. But yeah, I mean, I've dealt with people and I've seen black
Can I
people
talk?
say they don't do business with black people, and that just bothers me sometimes.
Well, but when you
Can I
want to be
talk?
racist now, if I'm racist against you, and I want to maintain status quo, I can't stop another race from excelling or keeping them dumb, deaf, and blind for 400 and something years, or stop the or control their education, or where they go to schools at, or redline them from getting housing, and things of that nature, stop them from building credit. So I don't see how that I can not like you because you're another color. Which here at BLD Podcast Studios, we accept everybody. No, every color, race, creed, sexuality is welcome here. We don't.
Don't
We're
discriminate.
biased,
Yeah.
but
But
just
see, it's hard.
Let
I
me
know.
know. Let me know when y'all ready to hear another aspect of what y'all talking about. Let me know. I'm like
Nah,
over
go
here
ahead,
like
chime in,
double
yeah,
dutch.
chime
chime
in.
in, chime in. I would love to hear.
I'm feeling like double dutch. You know how the girls get ready for the double dutch?
Yeah,
They gotta.
jump in. That's what you're
Yeah,
supposed to
I'm
do.
trying to
Yeah, come
I'm
I
on
trying
mean,
to
in.
cause
jump in.
you're
Come
not
on,
new
double
to
dutch.
radio, brother. You're not new to
Yeah.
radio. You
No, not
jump
at
in,
all.
and we know.
Go ahead.
So what do
I'm
you
sorry.
think, DJ Effect?
I got a different aspect and a different outlook on it. Like I literally understand what you're saying, but at the same time, the question was, can black people be racist? And then you started talking about you almost switched the conversation because at that point you want to look up the definition of racist and racism. And then what is racism underneath the definition? The definition is having those biases based off of race. So when you say what you said, everything is true, but at the same time, the question was, can black people be racist? And me being an owner of a beauty supply store, this is my 21st year. Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Congratulations,
But
Oh,
congratulations on that.
you
Big
congratulations.
know,
up,
That's
Yeah,
big
what's up.
up,
applause,
definitely,
applause,
Yes. Come
yeah,
definitely
on,
big
beauty
up
applause.
supply industry.
because most black
yeah.
businesses go out in
Yeah.
first 5 years.
So,
So we're
Yeah,
gonna big him up for that. But
but
continue, my brother.
my thing is that okay? You met my business partner. You know what I mean? So the day of the blackout where nobody's supposed to be like actually shopping other than black owned businesses, right?
yeah, yeah.
Somebody
I
somebody
was,
put
I
me
was in front
down.
of stores ready to say like, yo, don't go there today. What you doing?
Well,
But
I
but
mean,
that's
but
not true. Well, I'm gonna let you finish, and
I,
then I'm gonna bomb you because you said
yeah,
look
you
up the
gotta you
definition. I
gotta
got the definition right here.
you
So
gotta you
after you
gotta hear
finish,
me
I'm gonna
out
read the
though.
definition.
You gotta hear me out though. First and
Yes,
foremost,
sir.
like you know what I mean. Like okay, so that holiday, I had to be at the station because I had to interview, somebody in my station, which I'm neighbors to you guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, so I get a call that there's somebody in there looking at my business partner crazy. And like I said, we've been there 21 years. We've changed how beauty supply stores operate within a community. You know what I mean? And the community loves my business partner. But evidently, my beauty supply store wasn't black enough for this lady who actually works at a weather channel and everything. And she gave me 1 star on Google. She went out and told everybody that my beauty supply store is not black enough. She her little words, what she typed on Google is that it's not black owned. You know what I'm saying? So what I am saying more so than kind of going against what you're saying is that this whole conversation is causing things to happen where I'm experiencing a bit of racism from my own people
That's true.
because my store. understand. I found out because somebody wanted to come in and only shop at black-owned beauty supply stores. Took one look at my business partner, and then all of a sudden, my beauty supply store is not black enough. But last time I checked in the mirror, I mean, I got a lot of melanin in my skin. You dig? So,
Yes,
am
yes,
I doing?
indeed. But
Am I
wouldn't
doing
it be
business the wrong
considered?
way?
Wouldn't it be considered black owned if your partners you're black, and and they might be another ethnicity, it's still black
Well,
owned, right?
but she came in and saw none, only my business partner, and then seeked out online to destroy my business with vile and vitriol words within her actual displacement of my business. And she didn't know anything. She had been there 2 seconds. I've been there 21 years.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
when you ask that question, can black people be racist? Well, I'm black, and I've been in a situation where people who look like they could be my little cousin are being raped. This is just one story, and this is the recent one. You know what I mean? Like
Yes, sir.
I've got all kind of you look at my I'm 4 stars on Google. You look at my most people are giving us credit because we give the best customer service. I tell everybody, thanks for shopping at Nubian Beauty Supply, where we make your hair dreams come true. And they leave with a smile on their face, no matter if they came in there with their face looking certain way. Like, people deal with life and everything. And I go out of my way to try to put smiles on people's faces.
As
I've
as you
given away
should.
over I've given away over $20,000 worth of hair to that community over the years and stuff. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
sir.
Like I I show up to funerals with my Korean business partner. I show up to birthdays and weddings with my Korean business partner. But this lady comes in and in 1 second she tries to tear down my business and doesn't even know my business partner has done all these things. And she gets out onto the world wide web and tries to tear my business down. So when you ask that question, can black people be racist? You tell me. I told you the story. That's just one of them. I got
Yes,
plenty.
sir. I mean, as business owners, we experience the same thing. We have almost 75% of our clients. Uh, they might hire us through their peoples or something like that, and they give us compliments, especially after we're done shooting their video, filming a movie, or doing a commercial. They'll tell us straight to our face, "I like you guys. You guys did a wonderful job." But normally, the exact words is, "I don't do business with black people," and they be black when they say it.
Like
You know what I'm
you,
saying?
And we didn't always get that. We've grown to learn the business to where is that our customer service is at that top notch. Like whatever we give, you ask for, we really gonna bring it to life.
Yes, yes, and it's
Yeah,
consistency.
yeah.
So I know that you're consistent. I know where your beauty supply store is. It does numbers. So you're always gonna have a hater here and there. You're always gonna have a hater here and there. You know, somebody. I feel like
it,
this when they
but
when they don't
on the
when
contrary,
when they don't have nothing to say, then you got something to worry about.
on the
But go ahead.
contrary, since the pandemic, it's been an epidemic of this. Like it used to be a thing that made me feel proud before the pandemic, where somebody would come in and actually say, "Is this black owned?" I really felt good about that. And after the pandemic, the things have changed, and I think it's these young folks who aren't going through the struggle that our generation knows about, but they
But
got their
even
own
even
they
even
got
with
their own thing about it. Like they don't break it down like how you broke it down. They'll
yes,
they'll
sir.
break it down, and they've never been through anything like me and you, like our generation has been through. That's all I'm saying. My bad.
Definitely.
I'm worried.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But even with that scenario, I don't want to minimize it because we support you, brother. Your black owned business because I know you support ours. But even with that, that's being biased. That's not being racist because they didn't own that building you in. I know they made a negative.
That doesn't matter. They saw the race of somebody and they made a choice.
Yes,
to down my business,
But
even though
but
my business.
let's go to the
yeah, let's go back
definition.
to the definition.
Like you said, let's go to the
I thought it was a
definition.
race of people that
It
want
says
their race to win.
it
Like
says racism is characterized by or showing prejudice, discrimination, and antagonism against a person or people on the basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group, typically one that is a minority or is marginalized. So, even though you're the minority and
That's what
we're
happened.
marginalized, that's just
That's,
a
that's exactly
minority or
what
a person
happened.
that's marginalized hating on another person that's marginalized. They're not the
Listen,
people who marginalize that group of people. You understand what I'm
the
saying?
definition supports what I'm saying. I'm just saying, listen to what you just read. The definition supports it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, I'm not saying that's more like hateism instead of racism. Because when you hate on your own kind, that's hate. I mean, when you
It
try
was
to be
based.
prejudiced
I
against
was.
your own kind, that's
I
hate.
was. I wasn't
That's
there. I wasn't there. They only saw my business partner.
okay.
They built that hate off of race. And by the way, like if a white person walks into a business and says, "Hey, is this white owned?" You know how that sounds? Like that sounds crazy, right?
You
If
know
we go
why?
in,
Because they
if
own
we
everything. Because they own everything. So it's
evidently they
unheard of.
don't. They don't own my
It's
store.
unheard of.
They don't own my
You know what I'm
store.
saying?
So
They don't
evidently they
have to
don't.
say that because
they the ones that own it.
they already done conquered and
No
divided the
white
country
man.
since
No
1776. You know what I'm
no,
saying?
no white man owns my store, and I live in 2025.
Yes,
What
sir.
happened in 1776? I don't know nothing about it because all the lies that have been told was told to me as a his story instead of history. Like, so I don't even believe all that 1776 stuff because the whole thing is the numbers don't match up from the slave boats that they said brought us over here. The numbers don't match up. Well, I believe we were already here.
That's right.
I think
Yes,
we
we
were
were.
already here. Yeah.
Yes, we
Of
So
were.
course.
But
it
the
don't
facts
match
is
up.
since they presented themselves, um, they marginalized our people. We're only 12 to 14% of this country, but yet we're 80 to 90% in jails, and we're 80 to 90% that doesn't get loans and everything. It's on, bro.
My mic ain't on.
Yes, it is.
Well, we're also you say we're 13. We're 13% of the population, and I believe that racism itself is like on the bottom tier of what we have to deal with because we have some
No.
communal things that we need to deal
Come
with
on now.
as far as like us, like the hate that you were talking about, like the hate on each other that you were talking about. Like we have communal things that need to be taken care of at a dire need, a dire rate, more than what this whole thing of them in 1776 and them, as you say, oh, even though they don't own my beauty supply store, you say they own everything. They don't own they don't own BLD, but they own everything. Like I'm
Yeah,
just
they
saying,
do.
like what
They do. You know
they don't
why?
own
Because
BLD.
we operate in the United States of America.
is a
That's a
corporation.
corporation. That's the biggest corporation. And who owns that? Who's the majority of that?
Like I
You
said,
see what I'm saying? So even though you own your
I own
establishment,
my store.
who do you pay
There
taxes to?
there
That
is no
corporation.
there is no BLD without period. You know what I'm saying? You can't have a BLD without you guys.
Exactly. Exactly.
You
And
guys own it.
our peoples. But what I'm trying to get is we don't want to stray from the topic. And like I said, we represent everybody. All races,
Yeah.
all colors. The topic is, can we be racist? Is it
Yes, we
possible
can.
for us to be racist
Yeah, yes, we can.
if
I
we're not
understand.
systematically in control?
Hey, the system is one thing. When I wake up, guess what? I don't see the system there. I see my peoples there.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. So
Exactly.
they don't have control over what I do from day to day.
That's correct.
Exactly,
Hey,
I
hey,
think
and
it's
I
your
know the
mindset. I
numbers
think it's
that you
your
do there
mindset.
because like I said, and make sure you give the people your address so they can support our people can support you. But I know your clientele is like 99% black folks. You know, black women coming to that beauty supply, and it does numbers. And I know you help the community. I'm not trying to take nothing from you. We just trying to make a point for the topic, but just like us. We welcome everybody, but 90% of our clientele is our people.
people.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's a beautiful thing.
Yes, sir.
That's
Yes,
a
sir.
beautiful thing. But to you know, um, not miss the point of you telling me to give my address. It's Nubian Beauty Supply, located at 1162 Pryor Road, Southwest Atlanta, 30315. And on IG, Nubian underscore Beauty Supply. Come on in and let us make your hair dreams come true. Ooh,
That's what's up.
I feel like I owe you some money
That's
now.
what's
I
up.
just read a
Hey,
commercial on your head. I feel like I owe
That
you some
nigga said
money.
pause,
You
gang.
making
Shit, I
G's
got
right, nigga.
Late
listen,
J,
listen.
Late J, Bay, you
I,
still
I
there?
got $100 for you, but I got $100 because I sold some advertising time. I'm sorry. Go ahead with that.
Now you know you
Wow.
good with us. Your money is not welcome here, bro. You know you good with us. But
Nah, but we'll
let's
take
hear
it though.
from one of our Moorish sisters. Do you think listening to the conversation, my sister, do you think black folks can be racist?
Definitely. Because to me, this is a mind state. This is your mindset, really. As black people,
And
we could be the biggest racists toward one another. Because just what he just explained right now, like it does, and they don't own everything. That is, I don't know where everybody's getting that from. They do not own everything. And if you go back in history, you will see a lot of our people were hiding the hand and putting their face in front. So we can't sit there and keep pointing the finger out. We got to point three more back at ourselves. As he said, we got work to do in our communities. So until we're
yes,
able
man.
to fix what's going on with us, let's fix that problem first. Then point some fingers out because we can't point fingers out at anyone till we point them at ourselves.
It's
Islam, I
funny
give
because I
it
just saw something online the other day where, and I mean, you could correct me if you can, but it's places in America that you could buy to create your own city, but you just got to have a system that who you gonna vote for, how it's gonna be ran,
That's
who you
right.
gonna bank with. If you get a certain amount of people, you could get
Create
this
your
piece of
own city.
yeah.
That's right.
I
That
seen
was
that. I seen
nice.
that. Yo, we got my man in the building. He just walked in. Introduce yourself.
What's up, everybody? This is Lou, Flawless Cuts.
Yes,
Been
sir.
around town for a long time, laying it down. I ain't just talking about naps.
Right.
No punch. We go way back like 8 tracks.
All right. So, what you think about that subject we on?
Oh man, I got a whole bunch of food for the brain for this. First of all, I don't think black people could be racist, and the idea about other people owning everything, they own the physical matter of things, resources. If you look, Bill Gates owns over 90% of all the farmland in America. They own the technology. They own the licenses. We got to go to them for a license. You got to go to them for everything.
See.
The bottom line is, if somebody got to supersede and supervise everything you doing, and you have no control over the rules, the guidelines, the parameters, whatever in your business, you know what I'm saying? It's just like window
That's not
tinting.
true. That's
Window
not
tinting
true.
was real popular. You could tint windows easy, but because it was making so much money, you had to get a license. So at the end of a long day, black people can't really be racist because we can't stop no other group of people from advancing with our
Hey,
racism but ourselves.
Can
Hey,
I
It's
ask
that's
a
a
a it's
good
a
question?
big
conversation,
if
man.
you
lynchship
keep
that was
that,
programmed since
Can
way
I
back.
ask him a question? Can I
if
ask a
you,
question? I just have a
And that's
question
the
to
point I was
ask.
trying to make.
Yeah, a whole
Yes,
lot.
How
ma'am. Go
can
ahead.
you how
victim.
can you say that you can't control someone else's stuff when you just said they did a day to stop people from spending? They've been trying to do a day to stop us from
Okay, what I
spending
meant,
for years. So what do you mean we can't? If we stop consuming
what
everything, yeah, we can.
true,
Yeah, we
correct,
can.
correct.
We
So
So
we
that's
the
why I
when
we
you
the
said,
talk
most
about
biggest
levels,
buyers. We the biggest buyers. We
But when you
have the
talking
most
about
spending
the
capacity.
definition
They
said
didn't consumer.
marginalization, so we can't marginalize any other group of
I'm
people
gonna say
in
something,
this country. I'm
Prince.
talking about just this
Prince.
country. Now,
Prince.
who
I'm
has
a,
black
I'm a,
people marginalized
It's
in this
possible.
country?
listen,
You don't have the
listen.
power. You don't have power to marginalize, and
As
that's
soon as we get rid of this victim mentality, then we can talk. We can't talk until because the whole thing is let's point out what they did to us. They did to us instead
Right.
of taking that time and talking about $1 million, $1 billion plan.
And how we
We
gonna
we
get
we
there.
so busy pointing at the finger like it's redundant. Like I'm 54 years old in July this year. You dig? And that's all we did all my life was point out how they did us wrong. Instead of us come like right now, we got billionaires on this thing right now. We could be talking about $1 million plan, but we talking
Right.
about how they own everything. I'm done being the victim. This
That's right.
victim mentality is done with me. You dig what I'm saying? And that's all I'm saying.
Yes.
Like it just sounds like the same thing repetitively over and over again. And
Mhm.
I checked out a while ago. As soon as my own people started turning on me, I'm like,
That's
damn,
right.
like, okay, let's get this $1 million mindset going.
Come
That
on.
we like, look at what we spend. Look at the
That's what
numbers.
I'm
Look them
talking
up.
about.
yeah,
Come
you're
on.
right.
Like,
To get there,
we
you got to
spending
know
way
what you're
too
dealing
much
with.
money, way too
You
much
got to know what you're
money
dealing
Yeah,
with.
you gotta
You got
because
to
know
know
your
what you're
because
dealing
enemy.
with.
You
time
gotta
is
know your
money.
enemy. Most
And
definitely.
Because time is
yeah,
money.
listen,
We spend way too much money talking about these.
it's
I'm gonna say
crazy.
it. I'm gonna say it. Crackers. We spend way too much
Why you
time
say
talking about these crackers,
crackers?
man. Way too much time. I'm sorry. I'm off my
I
soapbox. I'm
respect
sorry.
that. I respect that 1,000%. But you gotta know what you're dealing with to when you doing anything. You gotta know the battlefield. You gotta know what you're working with.
By
And with
now
the
we know.
community, like the sister said, community, that's a very powerful word. But in order to have a strong community, communities start with families. You know what I'm saying?
The key word in community is unity.
Yeah, and you gotta have families, and with the same type of air like, be alike, the tree alike. You ain't gonna grow nothing if your neighbor is kicking in doors and you scared to say something, but you know you robbing everybody on the block, and you won't say nothing to them. So at the end of a long day, we do hurt ourselves in many ways. But like you said, in order to have these $1 billion ideas or what we gonna do, you have to be able to get together because you can have all the billions, but you can't do nothing by yourself, brother.
Nope.
And what they control is that unity. When they see people start unifying, what
They worry.
happens? People start
They
disappearing.
drop bombs on
They
you.
start disappearing.
They burn your city down.
Yeah,
Tell,
it's
tell me,
mysteriously.
tell me
Yeah,
when. Tell me
Listen,
the
when.
coin tell
Was
comes
it
out.
was it was it when we were spending
when
$1
will you
billion
be?
dollars
Your
of,
goods is
of
And
the
it
living.
ain't just us.
when we were spending $1 billion of
They
our
come in
resources
Texas.
on Jordans? Was that when they were dropping the bombs?
Show me
I
Right.
the
mean,
billionaires that put it
come
together.
on, like y'all, like I said
Hey,
before,
hey,
y'all
hey,
just
Let's keep
proved
it
Miss,
my
real.
point.
hey, Miss,
Let's
hey,
keep it
Miss
real
Bay.
Stop
money.
spending
Let's
time
Hey,
on
Miss
them.
Bay.
Yes.
It was 5 pillars when the governor was here earlier.
Yeah.
He said there's 5 pillars in the
Yes.
Moorish religion. I think it was love, peace,
Love, truth,
justice.
peace, freedom, and justice. We stand on
I
5
think with those
principles.
pillars that he was describing, we can uplift and erase some of the hatred because we could be biased, we could be especially when it comes to our people, we could practice hateism, but we as a whole, just in this country, I'm talking about. I don't know
Hey,
any of us that
can,
marginalize a whole group of
can
people.
I say something?
Impossible.
So during the riots and stuff, my store is literally where that Wendy's burnt down at. You know,
Yeah,
'cause
where the brother
they
got
were
shot at,
gonna,
right there. Yep.
yeah,
Where
right
What's his
there.
name? What was his
I
name?
know his name was
is it
Rashard Brooks.
Devon
I know his
Clark?
Yeah,
whole family.
Rashad. Well, Rashad. That's where
Rashad.
I
his
know his
store is.
whole
Shout out to
family.
Rashad Brooks. Rest in peace.
His whole family
Right.
came to my store to get everything for his funeral and everything. I'm right there in the mix. I've been selling to him for his whole family. I know everybody, his grandma, his aunties, everybody. Okay, nobody knows the situation like I know the situation. I'm the one
Yes,
that
sir.
gave it to the I'm the one that gave it to the DA for shooting them. Like, why did y'all shoot him? Like, I'm literally on video in tears, going at the whole thing. But the whole situation almost had my store burnt down. And then I was speaking when I was in tears off of information that I didn't even know at the time. Like, I didn't know that he dated my niece and almost paralyzed her. And he's a little bit loopy and crazy. Not that he deserved to die. I believe the whole situation was a setup. Like, they literally pumped in cops into that area that were rookies and these white cops and stuff that were scared. They pumped them in first. I saw the change. And what I thought
So
was going to happen was
you saying you think he was a plant?
no. What I'm saying is the whole situation was set up because I was as a pillar in that community. I was thinking that they were going to shoot one of those water boys. To be honest with you, because they were running up to cars, banging on the windows, and trying to sell water and everything. And I saw these cops come in that clearly were scared of the area where they were at. They were scared. They never half of them. I don't
Well,
think they ever
that's in most
seen
inner
black people.
cities.
I mean,
Everywhere.
That's back.
I mean,
No,
That's
no,
back
no,
to the
no, no, no.
marginalization. That's
No, no,
back to
no.
the
But
marginalization we talking about.
let me finish because this whole thing was a setup, yo. Like, it was a setup because the whole BLM thing didn't do nothing but buy these ladies mansions and with airports and stuff. It never went to our schools. It never helped our community. It never did any of that stuff. So my whole thing is who y'all are saying is the oppressor. There's somebody above them oppressing even underneath a whole different banter. Like, and I watched the shit happen. I watched these cops get pumped in. Like, that area, we knew all the cops. And then all of a sudden they started disappearing and they started pumping in these other cops that were rookies, clearly rookies, and they were scared. You could tell they were scared. You know, a scared motherfucker. You see a scared motherfucker, right?
In Pittsburgh
But
community,
that's
yeah,
in
they
that's
was
in every
scared.
that's in every
Exactly.
inner city.
Community.
I was
everywhere.
worried.
It's
Yeah.
I was
everywhere.
It's in
worried.
London.
I mean, police
I was
was
worried
always
about those.
protected.
I was worried about
It's
those water
everywhere.
boys. I was worried about those water boys. Then Rashard Brooks came. See, when I gave it to the DA, I didn't know that he had fought the two cops. He acted underneath a situation that nobody that I know would act in front of cops. Nobody's gonna be fighting. And Kareem, you seen me in front of the cops before dealing with certain situations. You know what I mean? Like I didn't start fighting them. I didn't start wrestling and tussling and taking one of these service arms.
But if you
It,
know, mental health is an issue, and
it
homie was
is.
documented. He was
It
He
documented.
is.
was
He
It
was
documented.
is.
documented with
Like like
mental health issues. So
like
yeah,
I said, I knew him
He
yeah.
ain't
personally.
deserve to die though.
Like I said, I
I
knew him
mean,
personally,
they
and
have
I
weapons
said he
that's
didn't deserve to die.
less lethal
Yeah, off the top.
options. They have lethal options, but they're trained
No,
to
no,
not
listen.
shoot to
I
hurt you.
said
They
he didn't
trained
need
to
to
shoot to
die.
kill.
At least that's
I
what they
didn't say
say.
he needed to die. I was just telling you what I knew. I knew the brother personally, like years. Like, he was a kid when I met him. You know what I mean? I know his whole family, his grandma, everybody. He dated my niece. He flipped out on my niece and almost paralyzed my niece. You know what I mean? My niece's mom saw the whole thing and told me to hush a little bit because that video started blowing up with me giving it to the DA for even shooting the brother. You know what I mean? So the thing about it is that my store almost got burned down. That Wendy's was a black owned business. And it got burnt
Yes.
down in the eyes of Black Lives Matter. But that was a black owned Wendy's. And he also had a restaurant. I knew the guy. He also had a restaurant on Arbor Avenue. He had to shut that restaurant down. Like, everything that we kind of uh, uh, go for really is our downfall. Like, we're not
But
winning off of this
as
stuff.
the
Somebody's
topic
taking
says,
advantage of us.
that's still that's not racism. That's hatred. That's hate system. Because we not marginal. I read the definition. It says marginalizing a select group of people. Now I don't. Now explain to me how we as black folks, or Miss Bay, if you can explain it, Because I
Yeah,
know you represent a
thanks.
particular group of people. How can we as blacks marginalize anyone? You know what I'm saying?
You said, how can we marginalize anyone?
Well, the definition said a select membership or group of people that is hated on because of their ethnic color and being marginalized. As black folks, how do we how are we marginalize another race of people? Now, if you hate on me and we both black, that's like the crab in the barrel mentality. We bringing each other down. We hating on each other, but that's not racism.
It's not at
That
all.
I don't systematically control the jobs that you get, the places where you live,
Nothing.
the food that you eat, the schools you go to.
The laws you live by
Exactly.
in your
All
town.
right,
Right.
so
And how
Exactly.
it
What
changes.
happened to Rashard Brooks is unfortunate, and we would never want your business to get burned down, my brother, because you are a brother for real. But that's still not racism. You know what I'm saying? That's only our people being either
Subjective.
misunderstood.
Yeah.
How do you say their anger and being oppressed and their anger is misdirected? That's what that is. But when you have racism, then I redline you from getting the crib or you go to the poorest schools that's undereducated or things of that nature. You
You
know what
ain't
I'm
getting
saying?
no iPads in your school. You getting a
so
principal that was selling dope in another school. And then now he the he got he
Now,
got
yeah.
banned in one county.
so can
Now he the principal in
Are y'all
another.
gonna let
Yeah.
the queen speak? Are you gonna let
Which
this queen speak?
let's hear from the sister. What you said,
um,
mom?
let me say this. I raised four sons in Atlanta, Georgia. I have lived in Bankhead, East Point, Gwinnett. I can take you all over. I homeschooled my children because I wasn't going to
Mm.
allow no indoctrination from no European to tell my children who they are. That's our
Yes.
That's
problem.
right.
We
Yes.
You
keep
got to give them
begging the
back.
system.
Yo,
Yes.
We
A lot
want to
of
there you
beg
go.
the
Yes.
our
system for
parents
what
ain't
we
even
want,
There
opposed
intelligent
you
to
enough
go
to
go.
out
do
here and
that.
get it
That's
ourselves. You can
flowers
homeschool
to
As
your
you
them.
children.
should.
You can grow your own food. You can
That's
be just
right.
like the Jews and the
Tell
Amish and
them
come
no.
together as a community and build on your own. The Amish
Unity.
don't ask nobody for
That's
nothing,
what the
and they still live the way they live. That's our
Yes.
problem. We just so used to begging for some stuff because we want to
Yeah,
sit at the
we
table
trying to
instead
catch
of make
up.
the table.
We
and
play.
and we designed our life to be good Americans, but we're like the governor said earlier today. That's it. He was saying how important it is to get your nationality because the
It's
object
wrong.
is to be good citizens. But
It's
but
wrong.
being when you design your life off of another race, or you think it's a you to live good is a certain way to design your whole life on another race, then that's what you get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
like
know what I'm
the
So,
saying?
Baby
child
Jamal, I
mentally
want to say this
situation.
too.
Definitely got some sense.
We have plenty of Asiatic, because I don't like to say black, because black makes you be black. That's why they call
All
you
right.
this. We got to
We
stop with
Asiatics.
Yeah,
these titles.
Asiatic,
That's why you
Asiatic
think that
black
it's
Asiatic
against
man.
you.
man.
Yeah,
The
Come
Asiatic,
on,
queen. The
however you
queen of
want
the
to call it. Right.
planet Earth.
Hey,
Say
sis,
it
wait
again,
till they
mom. We didn't
find
hear
wait
you.
wait wait till they find out we the real white people.
Right, that part. That part. Like, let's just talk about it. Like, that part. If you really want to talk about
Find out.
it. But
they
as I
know.
They
was
been
saying,
knew.
Yeah, they been know. They suppressing us from
That's why
knowing. Right.
Hey,
everybody get
so,
a benefit to keep us
For the
suppressing the
record, I was
military.
talking about the
yes, yes,
lesbians.
they get a
I was talking
Everybody
about
kickback. They
benefit.
get a
I was talking
kickback.
about the
Every
so,
lesbians.
Race
race,
you can name.
everybody gets
as
from
I
us.
said,
Just don't let the
They
black
get
man
from
know you the
us.
God. Don't
Yeah.
let the black man know.
Just
Hey,
all
keep it
right,
a
so
sister,
buck.
look,
let everybody know
this,
about the event on the 22nd, though. We have a
the event
wonderful
is,
event, and this event is for everybody too.
it's for
It's
everyone.
called the
It's
Taste of
Saturday.
Africa.
Yes,
Yeah,
Saturday, the
let us.
Taste of Africa will be from 2 to 7 at the Grigo Museum in the West End. I can't remember the address, Brother Kareem. Gonna have to help me out, Brother Jamal. But yes, it is an amazing event that's coming on Saturday. It's in the West End. It's to bring us together so that we can build on some unity. Because
Yes.
we keep complaining about the same exact thing over and over. And it hasn't changed since I was little. So we have to change the dynamics. It's gonna take us to change this, y'all. Nobody's gonna change it for us. No sky daddy's coming to get us and say, "Hey, I got you."
Sky Daddy.
We gotta do this ourselves, y'all. It's up to us.
Yes,
I know
ma'am.
Asiatic farmers that own 30 acres of land. We got plenty of people that own a lot of stuff.
We
We're
own
just making an excuse of who doesn't own what. But we own a lot of things.
Yes, ma'am.
You just got to get out here
Yes,
and
ma'am.
network with those people to understand what you have. I've been a hairstylist for 30 years, licensed. I've worked in the industry. I used to go to Regina and Pastor Battle's church because I was Regina Bell's hairstylist for 8 years, right in Pittsburgh community, right by Nubian Beauty Supply. So you got to get involved with your communities and stop acting like you're scared of your people. Don't act like you're scared
Yes,
of your
yes.
people. Get out here and be amongst your people. And then we
And
can
stop
better get together to make this better for us.
and stop telling the BLD boys, we appreciate you. We like your work, but normally I don't do business with black
With
folk.
And
black
you're
And you're
black.
black. You're black.
And they're black.
We hear that like 90%,
And they be
75%.
black.
Yeah.
where they at?
Customers.
Where they at?
Our
So then
customers, like a lot of
that's
them, might have
marginalizing
got introduced.
ourselves. That's
Yeah.
marginalizing ourselves when they do it to us. It's still us being racist against us. Whether they got
Yes,
more
ma'am.
money than you or they don't got more money than you, it's still the same thing. It doesn't matter.
But
Y'all
the
talking about what
reality
someone
is,
controls.
even if a black person marginalizes you, they can't stop your growth. And that's
Yes.
reality. There's no
Yeah, they
black
can if
person
they
that can
come pick it
marginalize a
outside
black person
your barber
and stop
shop
your
That
and
growth.
that
say he cut
that
my
that
hair.
is
He
that
cut me with a
that is
razor.
not true. That is not true because literally this lady, and she's a well-to-do lady that works for the Weather Channel.
Education.
She literally went out on the World Wide Web to try to destroy my business.
She tried.
Tried.
No,
Tried.
but
Tries
y'all
to
saying it
fail.
don't.
Tried.
Every time when I bring something up, y'all switch the conversation. Like,
No, you
listen, this
said
is
it.
what's
You said
happening.
it.
This
You
is
That
said
was the
it.
this is
key
what's
word. Key
happening.
word of
Birdie's
that
tried.
sentence.
Your business is not destroyed, brother. She can't do
She
that.
tried.
Yeah, it's
We
Tries a
impossible.
failure.
Listen, the truth
listen.
always come to the light,
If she
dog.
tried, that
Listen,
means she failed.
y'all were not talking about that. Y'all were talking about how black people can be
Well,
happened to.
I said racist.
I said
Period.
no black
And,
person
and
Can
then
be
you, and
stopped.
then
can
somebody and then
marginalize
somebody
even
Another ethnic.
even a successful black person.
I've had a lot
Successful.
of
Take a black issue.
I've had a lot of people marginalize me that look like me. That's all I'm gonna say.
Did
And
they stop you though, bro?
maybe you're not getting it um
I ain't never met
in
a
the
black person
aspect
that
of what
stopped
I'm
me.
getting it at because no matter how many people eat Subway that are black, they never walk into that Subway and say, "Hey, is this black owned?"
You're
They
not.
no matter how many
You're
people
not.
who are black put
But
gas in their car.
it's
Let me
self
let me
evident
let me
if
finish. Let me finish. Let me finish.
if you're
Let me
talking
finish.
about
Please let me finish. Black people go and fill their car up. They never walk into the gas station and say, "Is this black owned?"
There
They
are no
choose my
black owned gas
industry. They choose
stations.
my industry to come do
That's
this
what I
to,
told him.
and
Black
because
County.
I'm put down as black owned and everything, I get a lot of things that y'all probably don't see. Like I hear somebody say that, hey, we don't usually do business with black people at this studio, but that's just like a one thing that happens. It's a one off. I'm talking about something that's been happening to me every day. So I might be a little bit more
we told you
traumatized
that's
than
like 75 to 80% of our clientele that comes from they say things like that. And then they mucho impressed by the tenacity that we have, the passion we have, and by the consistency and the
but
pride that we take in our
you're
work.
talking
That's what
about
makes them say things like that.
you're talking about white people doing business with your black business. I'm talking
No,
about
I'm
black
talking
people
about
doing
black
Black
business.
people
people
that does
doing business
with
with
us.
us.
Okay,
Black people.
We don't really have Caucasians doing
Can
business with
I ask
us.
y'all a
That's
question
one
though? Can I
percent.
ask
okay.
y'all a
We got
question though?
1%.
Can I ask you a question though?
Yes,
You said you have a certain percentage of black people that have done that,
When
right?
yes,
But have you
when has
slaved their
anybody
heart?
walked into
yes,
DLD
That's
and
my
said it's
point.
black
The
owned?
truth
yes.
come to the light. You can't
What,
listen. Real is real. So even if they trying to slight you, they'll be honest with themselves and tell you. I don't normally do this, But
I'm impressed.
exactly.
But then
And that's
then you know what happens?
that's what
Then
we
they
do.
turn around and want a discount. That's the problem. that's why I be like,
They wanna
And
I'm
back to
so
what the
moved,
brother was
but
saying,
can I say
when you
it?
go to most subways, you automatically. I think
pay what they
when I
tell you.
walk into a subway,
crazy.
the reason I wouldn't ask is it black owned because I know most Desi and Indian people own them subways. When I go to gas stations, I know most Arabs own them gas stations. When I go to tire shops, I think of most Nigerians owning those. You understand? This is
And
just
when you go to beauty
It's
supply
facts.
stores,
Why?
you
Because
know
they don't.
that most Koreans own beauty supply stores.
and most Korean.
Like
So
what?
you did the most brightest thing,
What's the
knowing that
difference?
you
What's
have
the
to deal
difference?
with those Korean distributors. You got a partner that's Korean, and on top of that, what most people don't know on is you speak Korean. I know this for a fact that you fluently speak Korean. So you jumped into it. So you jumped into I mean, you educated yourself enough to know what you was getting into. So if a person,
I mean, that's that's what any field. If I want to be a heart doctor, I got to learn every intricate vein that carries blood to the heart
Yes, sir.
and carries blood from the heart. Don't you? If you can't just start cutting people open because you got a heart. You can't just start cutting people open. Like I got into an industry, so I learned everything is. I'm a doctor at this thing. I'm the bald headed man with the best hair in the game. And don't you forget it.
Hey, listen, right now, what we're gonna do, man, since it got a little heated, we're gonna go into a joint, man. It's called Love, and we're gonna come right back.
All right.
Get your love when I'm gone, when I've said my last goodbye. Who gets your love?
LD Films presents a Tony Robinson production.
When I'm gone, who gets your love? Othello on the
Not at all. He is not me. And she is not true. Can't take no more time for me to hit the door. Fed up with the stress, not coming back for sure. Thought I was some lame who will play a little game. Found out the hard way, and yourself is to blame. Watch too much TV, listening to them blogs. Talking to your girls, it don't went too far. Heft up my car, keep calling up my job. Lost your damn mind, it's about to get solved. Call up the fam, let them handle that business. So enough is enough. Out here all ridiculous. Wanna be my wife, why would I do that? You cover too much drama, I'm not trying to hear that.
get your love when I'm gone. Who gets your love?
I'm tryna be on some island, but naked sipping Remy, smoking no good, nothing but good energy. Baby girl feeling me, got good chemistry, nothing like you. All you bring me is misery. Shorty while massaging me, feeding me kiwi, licking on my earlobe, whispering a fantasy, sipping on Don P, twisting blueberry. Mind up in cloud nine, where I'm supposed to be. Moment take control of me, feel like my destiny. Find you some other dude, he would never be me. Who gets your love? Mine really couldn't care less. That's not my problem. Don't need that damn stress. Rather be in the Caribbean, chilling with a lesbian, playing strip poker, undisclosed region. Get busy season, feel like I'm dreaming. It's all living color, guess I be keening.
Guess we like the Wayans brothers then. Nah, the BLD brothers. Yeah.
Who gets your love?
BLD brothers. Come on, ma. Stop acting like I ain't the best pick. He got money, but tell me who got the best dick. You wanted to leave me cause my salary, I'm not rich yet. But baby girl, you be wildin', B. You up and down like a roller coaster. Always emotional and always telling me what I'm supposed to do. Don't appreciate what I bring to the plate. You either show me beef or either show me hate. You got used to me and start using me, but you forgot that you're almost as cute as me. Do you cause I was always doing me. Do you cause I was always doing me. Being with me was a pleasure. And for you I go to extreme measures. But this time you done messed up, because the next woman's trash is another woman's treasure.
Get your love when I'm get your love.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We back.
Dope.
We back in the
That was
building.
dope. That was dope.
So
Damn, that was dope.
back to
Hey,
the initial
round of applause for that
topic.
record. Round of
Huh?
applause for that record, dog. Round of applause for that record and them bars.
That was fly.
Well, this topic right here is touchy, and like I said, I know I hope I speak for everybody, but like I said, here at BLD Podcast Studios, we represent everybody. We don't care what race you are, color you are, creed you are, sexuality you are. I was always taught that each one teach one. You know what I'm saying? When you A it like, you be it like, and when you be it like, you see it like. So I don't hoard knowledge. I try to express it to my loved ones. You know what I'm saying? It's just this topic right here is just a little taboo. So I just wanted to put that out there. And I also want you to support my brother. Like I said, he came through earlier. The governor, he brought the Moors through. They having that Taste of Africa, like the sister was saying. Miss Bay, you still there?
I'm still here, brother. I'm still here to the end.
Taste of Africa is Saturday, right? From 2 to
Yes, it's
7.
Saturday, March 22nd from 2 to 7.
Yes, it's in the West End, so make sure y'all come support that. And give them the address once again, effects to
All right, let
to
me get
your
the address for you. Hold on 1 second, because I got to get the
all right.
address.
Effects, give them the address to your beauty supply store.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I said, are you ready?
Yes, indeed.
Nubian Beauty Supply, located at 1162 Pryor Road, Southwest Atlanta, 30315. Pick up the phone and call us at 404-588-9191. And we're located on Instagram at Nubian_Beauty Supply.
That's right.
Come on, man.
Yeah, DJ Effects. And all y'all that always be like, yo, K, man, I called your phone. And the only thing I got, that DJ that you hear on my phone, that's DJ Effects.
That's him.
If you ever heard the answering machine on my
It's
phone, that's,
wild.
you said what, man?
Oh no, I was just agreeing with what you were saying. That's pretty dope. But I can give you the address for the Taste of Africa if you're ready for it.
Yes, Taste of Africa this Saturday on the West End. Is at the what's the name of the museum?
Omelia Griot Museum
Yes, ma'am.
at
And what's the address?
337 Dargan Place, Atlanta, Georgia, 30310. It's from 2 to 7.
And if you're an artist or you're a vendor, you're definitely
Yes.
welcome. It's going to be speakers, performers. They're going to have a lot of food from all over the world. And it's a way that our people and everyone else is welcome as well to
Yes.
build and create a bridge. So
Yes.
these taboo conversations that we're having here, this is a taboo topic, but we welcome everybody because in reality, I don't know one mother that's racist. My mom say, I know my mom say she welcomes everybody. So
Yes.
y'all need to come on down and celebrate with us from 2 to 7 on the West End. Give them the address one more time.
337 Dargan Place, Atlanta, Georgia, in the West End.
That's right. So back to the topic, P. I know you're a little older than us. Like, do you think that is a thing called racism, or can we?
I mean, just like you said, if it's a group of people that's being marginalized, we can't marginalize nobody. At the end of the day, we just following the rules that they gave us to be
Yes.
good citizens. I truly believe black people come with love from the door. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think we don't come from a place of hate. So to say it's racism, it's not based off of who we are.
It's not in our DNA.
Yeah, it's not in our DNA. That's my first objective on it.
DNA
The DNA is just something that was taught. It's something that, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, because if you put kids together, right?
Yeah, they're gonna play together.
They don't care.
They don't
what color,
they don't care about that. They be like, my friend.
Yes.
My mommy, I got a friend.
Yeah.
That's all they care.
That's why a lot of our young men just get, slip and do a lot of crazy stuff. Cause they ain't got the proper love at the crib. They ain't gonna say
that's
it.
true too.
Yes.
But if they ain't if they ain't got no
If you
pops,
if you're not, if
loving
you
them,
in
no
a
mom,
dysfunctional,
somebody ain't loving them right, and they ain't,
if you ain't,
know what I'm
abuse
saying?
is abuse.
They go, love is love.
Mental,
too.
physical.
They get love from their homies.
Yeah.
And they run around with the hammer doing whatever they doing.
Yeah.
That's where the love
Yeah.
is at.
A lot of that
Love
is taught.
love.
A lot of that is taught.
Right? Yeah, because it's based off of everybody want to be recognized. Everybody want to be,
Recognized and appreciated.
validated. People want to be validated.
Yes, sir.
It's based off of validation.
Yes, sir.
So if you're not getting what you want from a group of people,
yes, sir.
it's based on validation.
We go where we're celebrated, not tolerated.
Not tolerated. That's
so
it.
so Miss Bay, let's flip it then. Let me ask you a question. What do you think we can do to turn it around? Maybe for our people to practice less hatred against our own self and maybe get into a state where we can build and uplift each other.
I feel we have to start taking accountability for our actions. That's the first thing.
Men
you
and
can
women.
take accountability. Yes.
That
Accountability.
was right on point. And give us those 5 pillars that the governor was talking about earlier.
Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. We come in
love,
love
truth.
first. Like he said, first, love is first. That truth is stern. Truth is very stern. That's why a lot of people can't do more science, because the truth is stern. You got to fix, because it's about working on yourself, your character. So once you start working on your character, because it's a character building, this is a character building organization. So it's working on your character, you start to grow and you start seeing things from a different lens. You got to have the eyes to see from your ears. Seeing from your ears, hearing from the
eyes to see
eyes.
from your ears.
More fire.
Walk by faith, not
Eyes
by
to see
sight.
from your ears.
You walk by faith, not by sight. Period.
That's what's
So
up.
we have to do more of that and learning to trust each other again. Just because we might disagree with something don't mean we don't like each other. It's just that we have a different opinion. And it's nothing wrong with that. You
nothing
can
wrong to
go in
agree
the
to
court, you can
disagree.
go in the Capitol, and you can go on Congress's floor. They're gonna argue their butts off. When they're done, I don't care what you think is mixed up and who don't like who. When they're done, they're gonna sit out there, whether they're Asiatic and European, and say, who's picking up the kids now? They ain't tripping off of that. They just had to handle business. We take things personal, and we need to learn that there's business, and when it's business, it's nothing personal.
Business is
Nothing.
It's not.
I feel that, and I think business is personal because I'm very passionate about.
Well,
what we
not
do.
when
That's
you're
why I think we
handling
existed for so
business.
many years.
When
That's
you're
you take
handling
it
business,
personal.
it's not,
Take it
Brother
personal.
Jamal. It ain't nothing personal because you didn't call me back. You was busy. So
Yes,
it's nothing
ma'am.
personal. You were handling your
depends on what
business.
you talking about.
Yeah, it depends on what you're
What you
talking about.
referring to.
Yeah, it depends on like
Business is
something
very
like that.
personal.
Like if you see I called you and we running business, call me back.
It's
Don't
nothing
let me get to
personal.
the third call and be like, what kind of
Hey,
business we
it's
The
doing?
nothing
reason I said
personal.
no business is personal because we take pride
Nothing
in our
personal.
work.
That's right.
We real
This,
passionate
this,
about what we do, and we know that our clients only respect us because this is a reflection of who we are personally.
Exactly.
Not
You know-
what we look like.
there's,
Business
there's,
come
there's,
from.
there's,
Not
there's
what
no
we look
crying.
like.
There's no,
Personal.
there's no
Yes.
crying in baseball, man. Nah,
And it
there's no
depends on
crying
who's
in baseball.
violating your
Business
business.
is business. It doesn't mean that I don't like you or something because I can't get back to your call. It just means that I'm extra busy. I'm tied down. Like there is there's nothing personal about business, and business doesn't even care about skin color as far as I'm concerned. Because
Word.
if I give you,
It's
if I give
green.
you,
Because the only
if
color
I
that's
if
not
I give
good,
Green
you,
and
if
credit.
I
the only
if I
color
give
that matters
you
in this country is green.
We got all
if I
type
give
of
you
different
bad,
business.
if I give
And
you
the
bad,
governor said the governor said that we aren't black anyway. He said we're deep olive. That was like a real gem I learned from him earlier. He said black is doesn't even exist. That's made to
I,
describe something.
Means
I
dead.
think
In
If you're
life.
from Italy, you're Italy American. If you're from
I think we're
Africa, you're
golden.
African
I think we're
American. But what
golden. I
country
think
is
we're
black?
golden. I
What
think we're
country is
What
golden.
do
black?
black
That's what he
means?
We
said. That's what
golden.
he said
We
earlier.
golden.
He said what? What did you say, Brother Jamal?
He
He's talking about
said he said
nationality
he said that black is only used to describe something like our keyboard right here is
and
black. These
adjective, yeah.
microphones is
Or
black.
crayon.
But he
Uh-huh.
said that if you come from Italy, you're Italian American. If you come from China,
Right.
you're Chinese American. He
Right.
said, but what country is
I
black?
mean, let's keep it really real though. When you start talking about black, regardless of whatever you call it, it's one thing to call something a name. It's another thing to dive into the deepness of what black is
Right.
and what we are. What we really are is the essence of
light.
all
I like to
creativity.
think we
All
Americans. We
there's nothing
Americans,
I
right?
living
mean, you can
that
say
does
that,
not
but when
have
you look at from a
melanin in
law
it,
Yes.
perspective,
including the
they're
universe
not
that
We're
looking
you
at it
call
like
Americans.
that.
Rome.
Yes.
So the whole
We
universe is made
Americans.
out of melanated gas.
Even the
Well, they're not
Caucasians
looking at
did
you like
sent you
that when you
more.
walk in a
Yeah,
courtroom
yeah.
or
So the
any other place.
reality
And you
is,
say
They
black
pimps.
in law, that
when I
means
do,
dead.
What you said, Mom?
Hey,
Say it again.
I said in law, black means dead. When you put out a piece of bread and it molds, what color does it turn? Because black in
Black.
science means death.
Green and
If you
black.
take it from a scientific
not really.
perspective, we're not dead. So they use that lawfully against us. So when we say I'm black,
Nah,
they're like,
but
oh,
we
they
are the
dead. They
light.
sure are. They don't
So they're
exist.
gonna they just like everything else is
Comes from the
technology.
darkness.
One thing might be this. It might they calling you black, but they really calling you the light because they know
Triple
that's where we
darkness.
everything originate from.
All right,
Man,
yeah.
this
All right.
sister be bombing. If y'all really listen to the words she's saying though, she dropped a few Jews. But I want everybody, my brother, definitely let them know you said you cut and let them know where you cut at. Give 'em-
Flawless cuts, barbershop. We over here on Evans Mill, Stonecrest, right outside Stonecrest Mall.
20 years strong and more.
Yeah, we
the
got the
world famous
illest,
flawless
realest
cut.
barbers in around. Come check us out. Right there on
The
Evans
world
Mill,
famous
um,
flawless cut.
2928. Super nice with the clipper
2928.
device.
Super
Precision,
nice with the
if
device.
precision is your decision, come see us.
Precision
'Cause
is your
we definitely,
decision.
that's right. Come see the best.
And
Make you forget
DJ,
about the
Come
rest.
see
yes
the
sir, yes
best.
Hard to
sir.
contest.
And DJ
Hard to
FX, give them the
contest.
address
Best
to
part
your,
of your dress.
give
Don't
them,
settle for less.
give
Sell
them
me
the
the best.
give them the address to your
Hold on,
business, man. Before we
I gotta
sign
soak
out of
up
here.
the bars first. I gotta soak up the bars first. He's giving bars. Give a bars.
Rock with. We don't play no games. Make lanes
Give
stay in
a
What you said,
lanes.
bars.
effect?
Yeah, I'm at 1162 Pryor Road, Southwest Atlanta. Y'all can, come chime in and get the, best customer service money can buy. You know what I mean? Nubian Beauty Supply, where
I'm gonna
we
pull up
make
on
your
that.
hair dreams come true.
Yes. And Miss
That's what
Bay,
it do.
What's up?
let the people know about the event y'all having the Taste of Africa event one more time.
Yes. The Taste of Africa will be held at the Omanala Griot Museum at 337 Dargon Place, Atlanta, Georgia, 30310. That's on Saturday from 2 to 7. Check us
Yes,
out.
ma'am. Normally here at BLD Podcast Studios, we leave people with something positive. It's usually maybe a source from the Quran or something you might have heard. Since you our guest, my brother, I'll let you
Oh, man.
leave us with
would
something
love to.
positive, with some food for thought.
All right, food for thought. All right, we in the barbershop all day. We watch all the live kills. We watch all of everything going on in the world. We listening to a lot of stuff. And the best thing I could tell you is, it's nice chiming in, sitting down here with y'all, BLD, my brother Punch, and hanging out with y'all. But, black people, in order for us to advance, you have to get out of selfishness. We got to be real now. You got to look at where you come from. We come from a tribal place with a tribe. There was no uncle and great cousin. It was brother and sister. I'm not Christian or Muslim or nothing, but the Muslim brothers, I got a brother come to my shop, Mr. Wendell, every Saturday. And I slip sometime, not Mr. Wendell, Brother Wendell. See, I'm slipping again. because of that song, Mr. Wendell from back in the day. Yo. I slip sometime and I say, Mr. Wendell, and he stop whatever he doing, look me in my eyes, shake my hand, he say, you are my brother.
Yes.
And it's very important that we understand that. Dude you was drinking chocolate milk with, you get a little older, you ain't even had puberty, ain't even made love yet, and you trying to kill him. You know what I'm saying? The reality is we come from a tribal place. So in that situation, accountability was always self-check because you was with that person throughout the day. Right. It wasn't no scheming and low-key stuff. We got to realize that we've been tricked. Since that iPhone and the eye this and the eye that and the eye people been put in the iPod for real. And the selfishness is real. When that kid is by himself or an adult even, scrolling on social networks, looking at what somebody else got or did and what they didn't do, they start passing judgment on themselves, on the low. There's a lot of things people not being real with themselves. You know what I mean?
Like
and the
sister
reality
said,
is,
accountability.
to get to accountability, you know, you gotta shave a little bit of your pride and sit back and really grind and to really be a part of a team. You gonna have to fall into position. And everybody want to be the king. Everybody want to be the boss. Everybody want to be the master. So it's like with our people, you got to get in where you fit in. The Asian, you'll be at the airport sometimes. You see 30, 40, 50, 100 Asians getting off the plane. Why? Because they bringing them in. They bringing them in by the shitloads. And they play their position till they get their store. They all promise the store. That's why they work so hard. Yep. Ain't nobody stepping on nobody. They A alike, B alike, tree alike. They don't keep their money in no American banks. You won't see the Asian at Bank of America. They got their own banks. They send their money back to where they at.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Sir,
so until we learn how to start working together, trusting each other, we gonna be behind. But you gotta understand, everybody planning to keep you behind. Because if we get ahead, we will take over.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
It takes a village.
Yeah, it takes a village. That's all I want to put on your mind. Take a village.
So listen, man, this your boy Kareem Jamal, your baby mama's favorite. If you want to have your own podcast, or if you want to do a recording or mixing and mastering, you can holler at us 404-468-7254 or hit us up at bldfilms@gmail.com or bldradio1@gmail.com, man. We signing out, man. Peace to all the gods of earth.
You already know what it is. It's your boy OGP. We signing out. I want to say what up to my man Judah. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Judah, where you at, bro?
You holding yourself back. You know what I'm saying? This you supposed to be here with us.
This is actually Judah's show.
This is your show. Like, you know, like you're not communicating. Holla at your boys.
And shout out to my father-in-law, Claude Bates. He be watching. We don't ever shout him out. I see you out there, my mans.
What's his name?
Claude Bates.
Get at me.
What up?
It's going down in a major way with Claude Bates.
That's what's up.